I'm Vijay Kalyanchar from MBA 100, and this short session is very important for all those people who may have appeared for one or more of several Indian MBA entrance tests. This is important even for those people who may have to appear for such tests in the future. XAT 2023 was conducted in a very shoddy manner. In fact, there was not a single stage of the examination that was free from glitches. But here we are mostly going to concentrate on the way the XAT scorecards were released initially without any announced bonus marks. This problem has several layers to it, and this is my question to the XAT as well as the students. Immediately after the XAT scorecards were released for the first time, students started asking for bonus marks. So my question to the XAT as well as the students is, how do such marks help? Let's say that all those people who appeared for the XAT are given 1000 extra marks in each of the sections. Does it actually help you? Does it actually compensate for the erroneous questions on the paper? And whether XAT admits it or not, there were at least 5 erroneous questions on the XAT 2023, and we are ready for a public debate with their representative on it. Are they ready? Alright, now my question is that in case of any erroneous question, alright, there are 3 types of cases. A candidate does not attempt it at all and thus wastes no time. A candidate does it superficially and gets the answer intended by the XAT. And the third category, they are very good. They get very deep into the question and then they discover that there is some error. But they cannot doubt the question. They doubt themselves, and it causes 2 things to them: tangible loss of time and intangible loss of composure. In such a high pressure test where there is so much at stake, can they actually afford it? XAT, are you listening? Andher nagri chaupat raja, take sir bhaji, take sir khaja. How can all these 3 categories be rewarded with the same mark? What are you doing? Is it a joke? In the COVID-infected DI set, many candidates invested 10 to 15 minutes and got those 3 answers that XAT wanted them to get, the correct answers. Alright? Ultimately, 2 of the questions were cancelled. Ideally, all 3 questions should have been cancelled because there was some problem with the parent data itself. And everyone was rewarded with 2 marks. So those people who invested 15 minutes on the test, or let's say 10 minutes on the test, they got just 1 extra mark for those 15 minutes. Is that fair? Is that fair? Alright, now the sleep quadrant question. Very good students, they somehow realized that, oh, this triangle is not even possible. They kept thinking and kept wasting time. Alright, how are you going to compensate? Because ultimately everyone was rewarded with 1 mark. Those people who did not even attempt it, okay? Those people who superficially marked either of the statements, and those people who got completely stuck with the question. What are you doing? Innovation at its best. There was an erroneous question related to the prime numbers. Alright, where incidentally they had put the 5th option as none of these. When I challenged this question, you know what did they say? That data was inconsistent and that was none of the first 4 options, so it was subsumed by none of these. This was certainly not the intended answer here in this case. This is an afterthought. Actually, I can take you to court of law. I can ask for a writ of mandamus to be issued against you. You need to be more responsible. XAT, singularity in approach. Only that the future of thousands of students got jumbled in that pada jumble question. We have all seen that. You cannot befool students like this. I've already asked you 2 questions. Question number 1, how do bonus marks help? Question number 2, how can you reward the same mark to all 3 categories mentioned here in the video? Now, my question number 3 is, where is the final answer key based on which the final evaluation was supposedly done? What is the final answer key? Why don't you release the explanation also? This is my question number 4 to everyone. If you release the explanation, lesser mortals like us would be at peace. Alright, explanations are actually needed. Time for you to exhibit some good decision making. The XAT. What was the common to all these tests this year? CAT, XAT, IFT and SNAP. All of them had erroneous questions. Alright, now certain things that you need to keep in mind. CAT became a much better test when they started giving the response sheets in 2017. I clearly remember morning slot of CAT 2016. The quant part had at least 2 very obvious errors. Alright, so the process will become much better when CAT starts releasing the explanations as well, especially in verbal ability and reading comprehension part. Similarly, XAT will become a much better test when they start releasing the explanations, especially of DM and verbal and logical ability sections. And of course, you have absolutely no business to come with a paper which has a single erroneous question. Alright, let's come to CMAT. I saw mass scale cheating taking place during CMAT 2022 at my center, which is ironically named Janhit at Greater Noida. Alright, okay, CMAT used to give actual raw scores as well as percentile scores. They used to release merit list also till 2020. They grouped it up in 2021 and released neither the actual raw scores nor the merit list. How do you look at this? Okay, there were errors in SNAP 2022. In the first slot itself, which was conducted in the second week of December, I believe, some problems in their score reporting as well. Why don't they release the response sheets? Why do they charge 2,000 rupees for the examination for which they cannot even release the response sheets? How do we know what have you done with our responses? How do we know if you are not taking backdoor admissions? How do we know if you are manipulating or not? Why are you not transparent? Please be responsible. The interface of IFT MBA entrance should win the Razzie award. I'm sure you're aware of the award. If you're not, please Google. If someone just sends the nomination. Why does it take them year after year and years of complaints and still they do not change them? No fairness is possible in evaluation if the test questions are errors. Why can't you make an error-free test in a year? Is my question to all of you. In 2011, the person on screen had made a statement. The IITs and IIMs are excellent because of the quality of students and not because of the quality of research or the faculty. Alright, he is himself from IIT Mumbai. His father was a prof there, and at the time of making this statement, he was a minister with the central government. Alright, there was a huge hue and cry when he made this statement. But the type of tests that we get year after year, I believe that there was a lot of weight in what Mr. Ramesh had suggested. Now, as per Dr. Vishwa Ballabh, convener of XAT 2023, a record number of students took the test this time or applied for the test at least. Is that why you have given a record number of errors as well, sir? Then very nonchalantly he said that now onwards we would not repeat these blunders. What about the people who appeared for the test this year? What justice are you going to do to them? Please do let us know. There were 10 extra minutes for the test, and there is one more thing, that you have 25% more students who might have appeared for the test. They have certainly applied, right? I mean, 25% more students have applied in comparison with the XAT 2022. That could be the reason why the cutoffs have gone northward this time. Alright, so I do not think that you need to blame the XAT for this, being fair with them. Alright, but the way these exams are getting conducted, this black screen is my response to them. I object. Do you? Are you with me in this objection? Please follow us on Telegram. Please do share it with as many people as possible and send it to the XAT people. Tweet it to them. It should not fall on deaf ears as it does every year. Thank you.